Hey guys, welcome to Lionel Fastrack layout update number 5. And just wanted to show you a quick tour of the layout, what I've been doing. Well, I have not done a whole lot to this table, but I have added a few trees here and there. I have added a tree over there by Wrigley Field, and if you can see it over there by Walmart. I like to add more and more trees around here, make it a little more realistic and a little more scenery. And maybe one day I'd like to have those telephone poles go all the way around the back part of the layout, but I have to go buy some more yarn. That's what I use for my telephone poles, is yarn and just the standard old telephone poles. Well, I did want to show you a couple cool things today. And first, I'm going to go over here to this corner. And I'm sure you're probably wondering what happened to that man's house. Did it get torn down? Yes, it did. Well, the man's house is gone, and I went to Corolla, North Carolina, to the Currituck Beach Lighthouse. And this is a little history about it. And it was built 1874, put in operation 1875. It's there's your little information about it, how to get to it and contact it. And I was real impressed with the lighthouse, because I was like, I've never seen a lighthouse not painted. And I was like, there's got to be a story behind this. Well, it sure is. There's a big story. There, at the time when this lighthouse was built, all the rest of them were painted, so they decided to leave this one brick so it could stand out. And today it's the youngest lighthouse in North Carolina, the youngest lighthouse, which is 1875. Well, I went to the gift shop and bought a lighthouse. Unfortunately, it does not have a light. If you have any suggestions what kind of light, or how should I put a light in there, just comment below, because I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna add a light, because I don't want to have a whole lot of trouble trying to get up in there. But as you can see, the scene, I put some rocks. So those are real rocks below the lighthouse. I got some woodland scenics, little foliage, and the water is just regular old blue construction paper. And I got some canoers from Woodland Scenics. You can buy 2 of them in a pack, and they look like they're canoeing. Now, I thought about putting that sailboat up there on the mantle. I thought putting it right there. I was like, that'd take up a lot of space, so I decided just have the canoers and the big lighthouse. And if I back up from it, it looks really good as the trains go around that curve. It really looks good. And I guess you're probably wondering, where'd that man's house go? Well, you can see it from this view. It's back over in there. That's the little man's house, and Publix is against the wall over there. I can't really get back in there real good, even though I do have a hatch back there. It's just crawling underneath the layout. It'd be a lot. And just wanted to show you what I did this past week. I went to Bandit's Hobbies in Hartsville, South Carolina, and I bought a tank car, and I bought a Coors Light tank car, and it was my first really premier line tank car I've ever bought. And while I was there, I also bought some smoke fluid. I did not know about this hobby shop. I went over and explored it, and very nice hobby shop in Hartsville, South Carolina. If you ever get a chance, go over there. It's right next door to the man's house, and it's a neat little hobby shop. Very neat. And in a minute, I'll run that CSX over here so you can see the tank car. And I did want to show you this. Previously, these past couple videos, I've been having some Norfolk Southern videos on my YouTube channel. I just want to let you know they all came from this flash drive. Yes, 911 first responders. I went on the whistle stop safety train a couple years ago, and I went on this one from Columbia, South Carolina, all the way to Charleston. And we had a lot of fun that day. It was a lot of fun, and they give you this book on safety, and they're really trying to get that out there. If you see tracks, think train. And that's their big motto. And I'm really glad they built the 911 first responder engine and the veteran engine. 911 was supposed to honor all the police and first responders and firefighters, rescue workers. So that was a neat tour, and I just want to let you know that's where the videos came from. And I know you're probably wondering what happened to the yard. Well, the yard's coming. Now that I know about this neat new hobby shop, Bandit's Hobbies, I'm going to buy some more track, and I'm going to have this baby lit definitely by the end of summer. I'm going to try to get this thing done. And that's going to be exciting when the layout is finished back in there, because that's going to take a lot of work with wiring those big floodlight towers and everything. So I'm looking forward to that, getting some more track. And I know you're probably wondering, what's that? Well, that is a map of all the lighthouses. At the very top, Corolla is up there. Corolla's almost in Virginia, and that's where the Currituck Beach Lighthouse is. And that's what I have over there. Well, that's about it. I haven't done a whole lot. Been busy with baseball, but so I'm gonna run this. Run that CSX over here. Let me go get my cab 1. Now I don't always crawl underneath here like this, but when I'm shooting a video, it's just easier than lifting all those bridges. And there's the Coors Light tank car. There it is. And the brief history on the Coors Light logo. These mountains up here. Those are near Telluride, Colorado, which is in the southern, I think it's in the southwestern part of the state. That's where these mountains are. They're not far from Telluride. And that's where they got the logo from. And this is the biggest tank car I've ever bought. And I saw that Coors Light logo. I was like, gotta have that. Something you just don't see every day. And it's a really neat tank car. Very, very sturdy, very hefty little tank car. And as you can see, there's the Rail King, and there's this one. See how it compares. It's Premier line, a little bit bigger than the Rail King line. If you have the money, get the Premier line, because I have not been disappointed with any Premier line things that I've received from MTH. Because their stuff is pretty much the best stuff. So hopefully the next couple weeks, months, really by the end of summer, I will have this yard area looking a little better. Because I plan to get the floodlights up, the crane, and have ballast. Because I've got a big thing of ballast right down there, that bag. And